Hello, comrades. It's Premier Rever, looking down again at the city of Neuve Revergrad. It's actually kind of a bit of a town anyway, if not a city. I'm not sure I'd give it city status at this point, but, well, I guess it's really nothing because we don't have any people here. But we are making, as always, little progress. Now, I did play the game forward. Nothing, not where anything exciting happened. I haven't designed anything. I haven't done anything but just go around from station to station and fix traffic jams when my mostly when my rail guys get stopped someplace. Speaking of which, one of the things I want to do is come into here and get this connected, because every single time I try to get this guy to do something, he wants to come back this path for some reason. Like he won't go back up and around the other way, even though he has the option to, right? Like he's not smart enough to say, oh, you know what? Yeah, see, he could go this way. It's all, like there's no signals that would stop him from going back this track. But I guess he's waiting for this guy to move on, which I guess is, they should probably make it so that if they have another path that doesn't take them through a station, they would take that first. I don't know. But in any event, in order to get this built in some timely manner, I'm going to connect this. So let's see if that will be an easy task, which it should be, because I think we had it all connected at one point. Yeah, there we go. We even have a little... All right, so let's commit to that and then just see what we should do for the signaling, just so that we don't get... Now we have this signaling here, but I don't want them... Yeah, I think we should put a signal here and here, just so that if they are in here working, the problem's going to be that we, this sort of all becomes one big... that can be one way. And this should be one way in, but a chain signal, right? And then we should probably get rid of these two, because that'll just... confuse them. It's not too hard to confuse them. Yep, and that's a chain signal. So this just became like a bigger intersection. I probably could even put that closer, but that's all right for now. We can always move it later if we want to. So there. So that should let them get in here and work. So let's go down here. Oh, what? All right, so you got confused. You know what? Let's just take this guy, and I'm going to... He was going to, rail corridor west is up there. Rail corridor west. Good. We deleted both of those guys. Now what do we have going on here? Now I think we just have a regular traffic jam because that guy decided he couldn't get up there. But I did have some, these guys can tend to conflict. They're working on this bridge that we designed over there, and they can tend to get in each other's way. It is all one way or two way, right? Yeah, they should be able to go like two way, but for whatever reason they do decide to conflict once in a while. They've been going along pretty good for now. Now what are you? All right, you have a red. Yeah, see this is getting to be a bit of a mess, but if you put a signal on this, then it's worse. Like, you just sort of have to bite the bullet. But anyway, we canceled these two things. I want to just keep moving as far as getting things done in the episode goes. Oh, it doesn't connect. Why doesn't it? Oh, because of the one-way thing. Yeah, so you'll connect to that one, but you won't get back. So we have to one-way or two-way everything up to here. That's right. All right, that's going to be a complete fiasco. Unless we... You know what, let's do... Yeah, let's just make this a complete mess. Oops. Semaphore in the way. What are you talking about, semaphore in the way? All right, you know what, let's pause it for a second just so I can... Yeah, now there's no semaphore. Oh, wait, that's not... I want that. Yeah, you know what? I could probably do crossing not allowed. See, that's... I think the reason you get that sometimes is because this, like, you actually have to come, like, from here. Now why are you doing that? Yeah, goofy game. Isn't that funny? It's like jumping up to that next. Yeah, now will that satisfy your? No, you. Why do you want to jump up to there? I just want to put a crossing in. So I think what I need to do is like that. Yeah. And then because that I consider definitely like a game bug, let me commit to that, and then, oh yeah, I'm not going to be able to build that little short thing, am I? No, but let's delete. I hope that works. Oop, did I just crash the game? Okay, I just crashed, and this is where it brought us back to. So, hopefully I don't repeat myself, but let's head back over to here, and yeah, these guys still doing this. That means whatever we did up here, yeah, so they're not going to be able to do this until we get some kind of a crossing, and everything I just said about this, just as well, because it was turning into a fiasco anyway, wasn't it? Let's see if we can't come a little further down the track and get it to... No, it's jumping all... Why is it doing that? Oh, you know, like, it'll let me do that, which I don't want to do. Is it because that guy loops around like that he's really getting confused? Let's see, because let's just see if we can't... Let's just get rid of a little section in here, right? Now, you know what? Let's get rid of a little straighter section, just so that... Let's just see if that actually helps. Yes. See that? So it's something about that looping right there. There we go. So let's commit to that. And then we can put this back in. And since that's a game bug, let's just purchase this. Right? And I didn't just purchase that by accident. Nope. And so now what we'll do is we'll take our signal and, you know, we'll go one step further. As far as... One more time. There we go. So now, yeah, this little section, we'll have to get rid of these two so they can go two-way, right? This is two-way, and then this will be back to one-way, and we'll treat that as one big thing. Look, that track looks like it's different. Why is that? Oh, because look, did I put the slow rails in there? Yeah, I think those are the slow rails. The wood rails. I don't know. Not too worried about it. Alright, so let's go up here and get this guy assigned to the crisscross now, even though we're probably getting each other's way a little bit. But at least we'll have that where they can get in there and work on it. Bing, boop, oh, doesn't connect. Oh, that's right. Alright, so now what we're going to have to do, well, let's let them get this one done. Yes, you do connect, because you can go up here and go around and go do that. Yeah. Oh, no. Well, no, you know what? Once he gets up here, he can... Yeah, you know what we could do? We could two-way this, and then he can get to it. Right? Oh. Doesn't connect. Yes, it does. You can go up there, just turn around, and come back. Well, let's let him finish that one, because we'll go off and talk about the next topic. We just have to come back in like a minute when he's done that. Now, are we getting this little traffic jam cleared? Yes. Now, another thing. So we'll come back to that in a minute. We've been running around looking at the steel, and this one's doing okay, right? One of the reasons it's doing okay, and I'll take a look at this one. Look at this. So we just have no steel anymore up here. And if we come over to our steel mill, The train sits here, and what happens is it seems like the trucks generally always take the priority. So now that we have ramped up the trucks, it's like the train will just sit there and wait the whole time. So this guy has been sitting here like far more than he was in the past because it's just prioritizing filling the trucks. So I'm not sure, the only thing we could do about it is not use so much steel other places. Now we do have like pockets of steel, I'll call it, that we could probably tap into, but in the long run, I don't think we're really gaining that much unless we improve this, right? So how can we improve this? The fact is that right now we only have 73 workers. And what I was honestly hoping to do was wait until we got, we have this whole entire steel thing over here, like 4 things of steel eventually one day, but that's not necessarily going to help us. And I was thinking, well, what could we do? Like in the future, I would like to take a train and run it along here, but I also kind of wanted to, like a passenger train to try to get more people up here. But, I was also sort of hoping to maybe get rid of this, by putting our new mechanical components in. And then again, I was also just sitting there saying, well, do we even really need this? So here's what I would like to do. Let's take a look and see. Like right now we have plenty of coal ore, but it's not real consistent because these buses don't, they're not real consistent. So the fact is this is not steadily have people. So I'm not sure what we can do. Now, do we have enough? See, like iron ore, we don't have enough right now. So this it doesn't run 100% all of the time. And then the other truth of the matter is, see, like right now it's running 100%, but if we came back in a little while, like it wouldn't have enough coal, or it wouldn't have enough this, or it wouldn't have enough that. I'm not sure what else to do besides just throw more buses at it, right? And then the problem is the buses aren't well spaced out, and then there's really not enough storage here, right? So it's sort of like a whole combination of issues and errors, and I don't really want to stop the production to do any major improvements. So I thought, well, maybe we just throw a few more buses at the whole thing, get an idea how many are on there already. Like we have 4 buses here. Why don't we come here and just throw, like whatever the biggest bus is that we can get. Now the NATO actually does have some buses. Look at this, 400,000. Oh, look at all the buses are just ridiculous expensive. I mean, I understand the game mechanics, but I mean, at some point you have to ask yourself, do they need to adjust something when it comes to the economy here, right? And this, by the way, is the reason that, as we approach the year 2000, we're going to go into the 21st century, which apparently actually doesn't start until 2001 technically, or something like that? Because the year 0 is considered like part of the first century, right? So the year 2000 is still considered the year of the 20th century. Hope that makes sense. In any event, let's see if we can get, even if they're not timed the same way in their speed, I just want to get the biggest number of passengers that we can get. So this is 129. We'll be hard pressed to get more than that, I think, but let's go take a look. 128. 135. Only 63. This goes 70. Yeah, see, this is the bus we typically have on there, and it goes 100. So, and it only holds 45 people. You know what I'm thinking we do? Let's do this. I'd say we're only going to have so many passengers anyway. We probably need to, I really don't want to get into the whole fiasco that's going to be this. Yeah, I think what we should do is take all of these buses off of here. Right, let's say we take them off the coal mine. Let's go ahead and let's see, does these buses go any faster? No, 65, 72. Yeah, let's get 4 of these buses. Right, let's get them all open on the side here. But look at the size of those things. And then what I want to do is, yeah, open each one. Oops. Right, and then we're going to go find one of the, well, not find them, but we're going to take and open each of these. Yeah, we can close this. Right, and then I'll just put these off over here because I definitely have too many windows open. No, not you. Oh, here you are down here. So let's see. We'll just take one of these and we will copy this route, right? And then we're going to take all of these off of it. And just for the sake of... Yeah, see, this guy can come off of this route. Go back to the depot and you start. Now I want to try to stagger them a bit here, right? So that they don't all just swamp that thing. And I'm hoping that this is the coal mine, so we'll see how these guys go. So this guy's already going. We can put him down. And I'm not sure, you know, staggering them's going to work for about 20 minutes, and then they're just going to all get jammed up again. But it's the only thing we can do, right? So then I'm just going to, yeah, this guy's going back to the depot. Let's close him. I'm just trying to send them back when they don't have any passengers, right? Why not? It's not going to make that much difference in our lives, but I'll let that. I could see that guy way up there. Now, the other, well, they should all follow the same route. So hopefully they all go get fuel in a similar manner, and just, you know, again, all you can do is try to stagger them at that point. That's the coal thing. Let's shrink that. 23 workers. Yep. All right. When I see that guy pull out of the station, then I'll send the next one. Do I see him yet? Yep, there he comes. So how many people? 54. See, this is... Alright, so you can go now. And you have no workers. So let's send you back to here. We'll use these buses. So we're going to close that guy. We can shrink this guy up. And this guy has no workers. So you can go back. And then we'll sit here for a minute and... So that should be the coal mine getting more consistent workers, theoretically, anyway, right? Now, what are you doing? Energinous, yeah, coal mine. Oh, wait, who did I intercept? Were they going to the coal mine? Yeah. Okay, never mind. All right, so there we go. So we got 4 buses, all of a bigger size, going up to the coal mine. Now this guy doesn't need nearly as many people. So yeah, this is where I think we send just more buses to here. But I also want to do like the same thing with our iron mine. Now all of these guys will be going to small bus, and they're just small, which is this one. So let's try to, as we do this, I'm going to try to even it out to some degree. Ore processing plant, coal mine. Yeah, you're just heading back to your thing. All right, let's start another one of these. You know, again, we're just, there we go. This other guy's out here. Yeah, see, they're going to get fuel. Well, so hopefully they'll do the same thing, right? All right, so now let's look at what's coming up to our iron mine. No direct workers, so it's going to be people coming to here. I'm not sure that it would make any difference, but let's see. Oh, look, we only have 2 vehicles, so this should be relatively straightforward. Let's go ahead and Just open one of those, and we're just going to take 2 of these buses, right? So we have 4, yeah, of the same. Let's do 5. Just because why not, right? Yeah, so you're going to get 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so you're all going to small bus platform, which is, yeah, we just don't have enough people, I think, is part of our problem here. All right, so none of what everybody else that we have is going to go to. Yeah, you know what? Let's take 2 of these and edit that. I want this guy to come to here. And I want this guy to come to here. Delete that one. Delete that one. All right, so these guys are going to come to another bus stop. And we'll just try to stagger them a little bit. And this guy is still going to stay. Oops, I didn't mean to close that. This guy is going to stay and go to the other bus stop. So there, we put 3 more buses effectively on that one. Let's start our last one over here, right? So that should get us just sort of, I think, as many people as we're going to get. Now, the other thing we could talk about is building a few more houses, but that's going to be kind of a whole project. And again, how much effort do we really want to spend? Yeah, see, we start getting this going on, like one little thing, and then they all end up getting bunched up. So hopefully we don't have one little thing too much, but it's all we can do. It's without building a whole rail system, and we don't have the steel and yada, yada, yada. And we have a whole plan for better steel. All right, so let's start another one of these, and then we have the buses that are coming to here. So all related vehicles. So we have 4 buses, all of this type. Let's not get these too confused. So you're already started, right? So we just need to start this guy up in a couple seconds. Give him all a little bit of time. So this is, we have 4 of these. And we could throw this guy into the mix, right? Yeah, so let's take this and do that. Now, what are you as far as buses go? You're a Shav B14. So let's see. What does a Shav B14 look like? Shav B13, Shav B14. Yeah, 128 passengers, only 175 rubles, 175,000 rubles. So we are going to give that guy. Yeah, this is small bus platform. And is this one already open? Yeah, so this guy needs to go to plus platform 2, right? Because I think we, if we're going to have a chance of getting this improved, yeah, now you insert it right there. And delete that one. And then now you're going to go to Stalingrad small bus platform, right? Okay, good. All right, so we can copy this guy over to, can't see it. Yeah, sometimes there's like graphics things that don't let you click on. Oh, I can't click on that because it's the same one. So we're going to do the same thing with you as far as, we're going to insert this one and then delete that one. Right, we might as well start one of the shavs up towards its new route and close this, and let's start that one. Oh, it's kind of getting 2 of them going at once, isn't it? Well, that's all right. Yeah, because this guy has fuel in him anyway, so they wouldn't be in the same. I don't know. Yeah, like they're not going to be on the same exact thing anyhow. So there you go. There's also an example of how the two work out. So what were we going to do over here? I'm already forgetting. Let's go take a look. Okay, yeah. Oh, you can't go back because you're not smart enough to go figure out to turn around and go forward, right? But what we could no, and you're done your job, so there's nothing I could do but sell you or tell you to turn around. Yeah, you're just being sold, unfortunately. But at least we get money for it. And we'll come down here and purchase. Oops, that's the wrong purchasing. Purchase a rail crane right as we save the game. Let's start this guy so I just don't forget and accidentally close them. All right, so now let us move this guy off to the side. Can we? Yes. See, he can now come up, turn around, loop around, go to town. We'll have to come up here and make sure we don't have an equal fiasco at some point. How did we get? Yeah, see, we're nowhere near getting a load of steel. So let's go back here and finish up with this. You know, whatever we did here, I don't think it's going to... I went way too far. No, that was oil chaw. So I don't think this is going to solve our problem, but... Now the other question is... You know, but if it gets us a little more production, and it should get us a more consistent... Yeah, so... Why does the ore processing have less than the... Let's put these both at... Yeah, because this could use like 500, so... Let's... See, the problem is right now we don't have iron ore, so... I don't know. It's just... The buses are a bit... Look at this. Yeah, and see... I don't think they all even had people on them, you know, like... I wish there was a way to just pause them at this point, right? Like this is part of our problem right here, is that they're all coming up here, bang, 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 and they don't really effectively... It's not a conveyor belt of people, it's like a surge, you know? It's because they probably... So, like, the only way you can necessarily fix this is to, you know, send one of them back to here and then, like, restart them, right? Which one did I pick? Yeah, the middle one, just as well, right? And then but, you know, you just can't sit there and do that with all these routes. They really need a mechanism. And I've thought this from the first time I ever tried to set up a bus route. The reason I started building my cities close to factories at first, especially, is because you couldn't bus people consistently. You know, it's just they've made it near impossible. Because you can't, like, it would be nice if you had bus routes and then you could just put some kind of gap in between them. But I noticed from very beginning, the slightest little issue and error. So that's why I'm curious with our bakeries over there, if we're even going to be able to do this, right? All right, so I might as well. And then, by the way, here's the other thing that's going to happen. They're going to get jammed up here. Right, like, so if nothing else, they get jammed up in the bus depots themselves, which feeds it into its own problem. So, whatever, this is what we get. So hopefully they will work on that or not. Maybe that's their encouragement for you to go ramp up the trains, you know. So, or improve the trains, which is what we have over here. If you notice, you know, I was hoping to get this bakery's done first so we could see how the busing in of people goes. But if you notice, that's why we have very many of these bridges, is to try to cut down on the number. Like, the only people I hope that use this road, or I mean, I'll even bust this road off right here if we have to, right? So that vehicles can't use this as a cut through. Now we're going to have this as a bit of a cut through, but at least they won't jam up in here, right? They'll be able to get to their bus stop, untrafficked road other than the buses, and then drive all the way back over here and go get more people. And this is why we have two big bus platforms here, so that we can, you know, try to balance out the people as best we can between those two big bus platforms. No reasons for delays, right? If that doesn't work, then I don't bus anymore after I don't have to. Everything will always be done by trains. Because the thing with the trains is that you can avoid traffic jams. They don't stop when a train goes by, right? They don't, you know, they don't tend to. I'm imagining if we put the same size trains on, they should maintain the same distance between each other, right? A little bit better. But there really should, I really wish there was a timing mechanism for that. Anyway. All right, so what else? So we get this going. Are we actually getting her done without causing... Where is it? Yeah, well, without causing too many problems. Let's see what he does. Does he go back? So we've improved the steel, and we need to go around, and I might do that just off camera. I know, you know, go around and just assign more projects for a second here. But yeah, let's see what this guy does. See if he jams himself up. Oh, look, our dollars are falling very, very quickly here. Yeah, we need to get the food. We need to get the food thing going. Boy, that guy looked like he wasn't going to stop, didn't he? Now, what is... Oh, because he's dropping off in other places. I'm so used to him being full because he doesn't... You know, he people weren't building before, and this guy was always full whenever I saw him driving around. All right, now figure out to go back the other way, right? You figured out how to get here, which I'm quite proud of you for. Yeah. Come on, you can do it. I know you stop at the end of your construction for some reason. Hey, very good. All right, so now let's go back down here. We can do it the faster way, right? And you guys are working on... Yeah, those two guys are working on the bridges. And we should be able to now, even though it'll be a bit of a fiasco, assign... Good. There we go. So now the only problem we have is that we have a relatively long thing here. Should this be a chain signal? Probably. And it really doesn't need to be a two-way, does it? But we'll leave it that way for now, because I don't think it's also going to hurt if it's a two-way. There we go. That'll just stop him from going out if there's... Yeah, hopefully that's not too much of a fiasco and we get that worked on. Okay, so now next what? Yeah, let me take a little bit of break, gather my thought, and I'll probably go around and just assign people so we can... I think what I want to talk about next is this rail area right here. It's like we're building this one down here, and I definitely have been thinking about it. I definitely want to electrify all of this before too long, right? Yeah, you know what we're going to do? We're going to... Yeah, you only have 35 tons. How many tons do you have? 71 tons. Be on your way, young man, young woman, whatever. There we go. So we'll keep this flowing. But there we go. Look, our money is going back up. Or no, it is still going down, isn't it? Why is it going down so fast? I'm going to go take a look at that. Let me take a short break, and then when we come back, we'll talk about how do we electrify all of this, and we'll come into, you know, how do we get this built, and what do we do with this road, right? Like, I want to get this straightened out, and yeah, it's going to be a bit of a fiasco potentially. Okay, I will talk to you guys in a second. Okay, well here we are, back again. Had a minute to think about it. I did go do one thing. which I probably should have done some more things, like check that this guy had his next road assignment, which he doesn't. But we did get, yeah, that field's connected. So that should auto search and get, as we do each one of these. So look, we actually probably have some crops coming in here again, which should get our clothing at the very least fired up, unless one of these guys is just sitting here stupidly. Yeah, see, so they're getting corn and they're taking it to places again, which is good, right? We don't have a bakery down here anymore, but there we go. So let's give him something more to do. We're getting distracted, aren't we? There we go. So this is going to be the distillery we build. I decided the first one we get to will be the first one we build. And then this we can use, yeah, we can bring trucks into here, right? This is going to be the output. So we should probably get this guy assigned to that, right? So there we go. So from now on, we're going to focus on just this road and another farm. Because, well, we have to get to, where is our power? We do have to get to wherever the power is. Here it is. So yeah, no, we'll have to keep building roads until we can get to that. Oop, not that. Not building roads, but constructing roads. There we go. So yeah, we have to get power down into here. Though this guy may, well, no, they may pick up their power from here. Huh? Yeah, I think they will. Okay, but anyway, the reason we came over here was to, I had to plop down a bus platform to get people to here. But look, we have this, and then we also have this. So the interesting thing here, I think, is worth doing. Since we're close to an American port, I'm assuming all things being equal, we will purchase steel and prefabs, and I'm not even going to buy bricks, and I'm not even going to buy that, but I'm going to also buy fuel, right? At least for now. At least while we're in the middle of this episode. Let's just approve that. Right? So then we should be able to come in and buy our favorite one of these. And I'm going to take this guy off of auto search, but you can't stop these first projects anyway. So let's get some signaling in here so that they're not fighting with each other too much past a certain point. We'll just do for now, yeah, we'll do like this and this. I guess we should do this and this, right? Hopefully they'll work that out. And then we'll do like this and this and this and this. Oh, that's our, yeah, we may not even do that. That's our drop off for the bitumen by train if we wanted to, which is fine. It's good to have that, I guess. Yeah, let's do this and this, and then we'll, I don't think we need those two. And then we got two there. And then eventually we'll come in here. Well, we'll at least get it signaled out in the beginning here. And this should actually be, yeah, we're gonna have to, I'm just gonna leave those two-way. Any train that's not affected by them is not gonna be affected by them, right? Like, other trains will already be on the right track. Just because those are two-way, it shouldn't cause a problem. Yeah, I think that's how we'll handle that for now. But then the problem is I'm going to have to change these. Once these guys get there, I'll have to change these. Well, let's just do it now. Right? Oops, I had it. Yeah, any signal in here needs to be... And what that means is, you know, any trains coming along this way are going to be a bit of a fiasco. And I can't place this in from there. That's fine. We'll put it there. All right, so that at least, well, yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, probably going to have traffic jams, but that's the story of our lives when we're doing this construction. So are these guys getting out, or are they? No power supply. Yeah, okay. Well, we're working on this road, hopefully diligently. And when you get done that road, we'll get some power supply down here, but at least we're ready to go, right? And how are we doing over here? Have we caused a fiasco yet? Well, we're working on a fiasco, but at least we're in there working, right? Yeah, good. This guy can get... Yeah, the problem's going to be this guy getting this first section of bridge done, because I think he's going to be sticking with his butt out into the road, and yeah, that's going to cause problems. Okay, so where's your buddy? Is he on his way up here? Or did we not? Or did he decide that this is probably your buddy? Yeah. Okay, good. All right, so what do we do here? You know, I think the first thing we need to do is to get a dirt road like heading this way, right? So that it's... And I think I would... Yeah, I think it would be nice if the road could actually kind of go where it was before. So let's come up here a little bit further. Yeah, is there any particular place I would go? No, not really. Let's just see. Can we come off of here? Oh, I kind of came off of there. Yes. There we go. Can I no, don't attach. Alright, and then we can even... There. So any trucks that we're about to mess up should start being able to go that way. Now the real problem is, and it shouldn't be too massive. Oh yeah, you know what? We're going to have a problem with getting them to the rail office, aren't we? Let's... Yeah, you'll come off this way, right? Can we... Too big a hill. Okay, well, yeah, go like that then. Alright, so they can decide which way they want to go. Though in a minute they won't be able to, you know, but at least they'll be able to go over here, and we certainly don't want to cut this rail thing off. And then the other thing, you know, before we get too far into this, yeah, I want to get all of the guys from here on their way over to there, right? So let's come here. Oop, yeah, we'll close that for a second. Yeah, let's get all of these rail guys over to Projink North, or at least the ones that make sense. So this is going to need to be like dumper and mixer heavy. Right? What are we going to do? Which kind of bridge? Let's do a concrete bridge, because I don't want to do a steel bridge. Might as well take you. Did I not take you out yet? Because you're another mixer. We'll take the two buses. Eventually we're going to run out of room here, right? Let's close some of that junk. Workplace is full. Well, you know what? We don't need a paver. I'd rather have an extra dump truck. And we don't need a bulldozer. So what do we need? Open haul. Yeah, what do we have in here? Yeah, I think open haul will be, so let's take the bigger open haul. There we go. We'll see what ends up in there. I get confused sometimes when I do that kind of thing. Okay, so now what I would like to do is demolish this road, like from here to here, right? And then see what we need to do to get a bridge across this way. So now I may need to pause it just to make sure there's no trucks on here when I go to demolish it, right? Because it's going to be a bit of an issue. See what I mean? until this is clear, I'm not going to be able to demolish it. So as soon as it gets clear, we'll hit the pause here. Come on, get going. Get up the hill. Hurry up before somebody comes from behind me. Yeah, once you get off that node, yeah, stop. All right, so let's come in here and see how well this goes. Yeah, I'll delete that whole intersection. Of course, I missed that little bit there. Yeah, so hopefully that'll work out for the moment. And I think I even want to, yeah, we'll delete you back to here. Now the big question is, can I get past these tracks with a bridge? Let me put in the wireframe because it's going to help me a little bit judge the distance. Right, so I'm going to try to get it straighter as I can. 1, 2, 3 seems to be a good, right? And then just searching for any little bit of green. Well, you know what? Can we do like, nah, see how it doesn't like a span that's too far. But I don't see how we're going to get that under there and actually maintain this track. Now, do we want to maintain that track in the long run anyway? Well, I definitely want one sweeping around that way, right? Alright, so we're going to, let's get rid of that bit of bridge for a second. And I think we're just going to delete these tracks. We're just going to have to bite the bullet, as I like to say. Right? And we'll delete it back to here. Here. Just get it completely out of the way, right? And then we'll do the same thing here. We'll go from there to there. It's one of the reasons I wanted to get that done before we started working on that, so that, you know, it's sort of bad enough we have to do it to the one. Now, hopefully we can get this bridge to go in such a way that we can get, that's a prefab bridge. We said concrete. It should be about the same, I think. Yeah, so by the time we get up to here, 1, 2, 3. Now is that? No. I want to be a little bit far away from this guy though, right? So that he has a little bit of room to turn without demolishing too much track. Now what I want to do, yeah, we'll head right towards that guy, making it, it's too far. Yeah, see, like, that would be nice-ish. Shrink it up until it flashes again like that. And then I'm hoping that I can get this guy down. 1, 2, 3. No. No, you know what? Let's... I'm not destroying this bridge no matter what, but I'm hoping not to do that. But I'm thinking I'm really close. That is a concrete bit. Please go. Yeah, there you go. See, I don't know if I'm going to be able to build a road there, but yes. Now, am I going to be able to get my dirt road off of there? No, that's really going to hurt. Let me get my dirt road this way. No. Do I move the whole thing over a little bit? Yes. So I just have to... Let's start out from this end and do the same thing, right? Because at least we know, in theory, it will work. All right, so let's put a little section of road back. Like, say that. And then let's go 1, 2, 3, up. We'll kind of make it as short as we can. And then, did I point it in the right direction? Not totally, but you know what, what I want to do is maximize the distance. Oops, I'm going to go up this way a little bit more. See where it switches? Yeah, you know what, I want to go a little bit further. Yeah, that looks pretty reasonable. I just hope I'm pointing in the right direction. But if I move to go look, you know what? Close enough. So let's do 1, 2, 3 down. All right, and we'll attach this guy back up. And then this guy, yeah, he's going to have to come over here in the future. So you know what, we might as well delete all of this, right? And then right, does that make sense? And then we should be able to, no, so we can't, it doesn't really like you coming out of a bridge like that. Oh, you know what? We really should have got those guys over here, huh? Yeah, it's not gonna. I didn't think it would like that. You know what? Let's get rid of that road altogether. We'll put our railroad tracks back in, and then we'll put the road back in, right? You know what? Let's. I'm going to stay paused for an extra minute here. You know what we could maybe do? Yeah. I've seen this before in life. Like, because it's going to be a lot harder to get 2 tracks through the same. Yeah, no, I don't like that. Take this back. I couldn't really see how far I was. There. Now, will you, let's take, well, let's see. Now, let's take you back a little bit more. Now, one of the questions is if I even need this, but for now, we're just, even if we don't need it, I'd rather have it connected. Right, so that's connected back up, and we'll well, that's a loud train or whatever behind us, isn't it? Alright, so let's see, will you, I'd rather you look nice and sweepy. There we go. Right, so now can we get our road back in? Yep. Now it doesn't like it. Of course not. You know, even as I was deleting that, I thought, you know, you're never going to get away with that again. Let's see, can I... Sometimes it doesn't like to start a road even near the... There you go. Yeah, you know what, let's just see if we can't do the cheaty sort of... You know what, no, we're going to come from the other way. Sometimes if you just do real sections, it lets you go, but you got to do them real small, like, you know, that's... All right, so let's commit to all of that. Roads, commit. Railroad tracks, commit. And let's decide on one little thing here. Let's decide that we're going to cheat and just purchase this one little bit of road. There we go. Time started again. So we cheated and bought that one little section of road so that we didn't completely cause a fiasco with everybody. Now we do have a train fiasco. So what I want to do is... Yeah, I want to cancel menu button. Yeah, I want you to cancel this. I don't want to open that. And I want to... get you guys working on this and this. Railroad doesn't connect. Well, we can fix you up a signal. Yeah, I'll make you a double chain signal, but I'm not sure that'll do us much good. There we go. So now, can we... Now the other problem's going to be... You know what? I don't think... I'm going to stop those trains far away. So why can't you go back home? Oh, because you got a red signal here. Okay. Now can you... You still have a red signal. Do you have a green signal now? Yeah. So what are you, out of workers or something? Turn around. I'll try to do something. Let's close this and see if that gets them straightened out. And then that's pretty much the end of the episode, I think. And we'll see, will you start working, or do I need to cancel your project? Just need to cancel your projects. What are you working on? You're working on whatever that guy's not. Alright, so hopefully he'll figure out how to get there this time. And we'll get that built ASAP. But there you go. So we got a nice rail crossing. You know, hopefully not too awfully... Oh yeah, this is a problem when that happens. Alright, so how are we doing up here? You're not just driving back and forth, right? Yeah, that is electrical track. Yeah, that's the other thing, is electrifying a lot of this track. How are we doing? Yeah, just no steel. How is our steel doing? And then we'll end the episode. Let's turn off this wireframe. Sometimes I forget it's on. Alright. And you know what? It doesn't... I don't know how you guys feel about it when you're... Like, when I have it on, it doesn't bother me as much as when I watch the videos. I don't know if that's true of everybody, but... So are we... Oh, yeah, look, we got full iron. We don't have so many people coming to the steel mill. Yeah, that's encouraging, isn't it? So let's do this. Let's get... You know, how many... Well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to take two buses. Let's get two of those big honkin'... Chad. We'll stay with a good Soviet manufacturer, right? And what I want to do is let's send one to each of... Well, let's see. I think we might be hitting up... we'll hit up one of each. for whatever. Right, if there's not one at one, there'll be one at the other. And then we're going to try to send these guys right to the steel mill. All right, and we'll just wait a minute while we say goodbye, and then we'll, you know, so that should be, you know, getting more people. But I'm encouraged that we are totally backed up, at least at this moment. We got no steel there, but that's okay. And then hopefully, yeah, this guy has a while to wait. So at least when it comes to our construction down there, I think we should be done that one track before he needs anything. Good. So we're just going to leave that open for 1 second while I just go think about this a little more thoroughly, right? Okay, what do we got? We just got a little truck jamboree because we have no people. With almost no workers. Yeah, I'm just going to have to babysit this. And this is going to be that and that. Yeah, see, I can't, I mean, until I get this done, it's just going to be a babysitting job to build this with the construction offices. Yeah, and then once they get through, and you don't want them to sit there too long because then they lose all their darn workers. So as soon as I see that these guys actually got workers in there, I'll redo this here. You know what? You can start your thing. Yeah, I see people being let loose. And you know what? There's buses. If I wait till that blue bus gets done, let's wait for the blue bus to get done. Then I'm going to sign this one first. This track on the left as I look at it. There we go. By the time they get out there, see, so then they need to be about, I've noticed, about 6 blocks away. Or like 60 meters away. So like they're going to need to get a lot of this intersection done before that. But yeah, I'll babysit this for a while and start getting this built. And then how are we doing down here? I want to get this decommissioned maybe in the beginning of the next episode. Let's see, how are we doing? Well, we're still building. Do we have steel still? Yeah, we have steel here. Like, these other areas aren't suffering as much as Tupafalu up by Nueve Revergrad because they're done by truck. So, all right, so let's see. How many? I had like 72 jobs. Well, you're whittling them down. Oh, you know what? I want to do this one so I don't forget. Yep, you're working on that one. Okay, guys. Well, that's enough for one episode. Nothing else. We ran out of time yet again. So I think I'm going to do more often what I did before, which is just to, you know, let chunks of time go past because we're just not getting very much done. And I know a lot of you like to see the construction, and don't worry, you're going to get plenty of that. But in the meantime, when there's, you know, like I'll try to even avoid things like plopping down that bus stop, though something really minor like that. But I will come back when we're ready to fire this guy up and get rid of our last polluters over here, right? Should probably even think about cutting off this train sometime soon, but we need to get the power done over here, right? And then we can get this train going, and because we really can't, well, no, we can fire this up. We just might have to buy the gravel over here, right? Instead of buying it in here, we'll buy the gravel, and then we'll do that. But anyway, I'm definitely out of time, so I'm going to call it quits right here again, over at Old Revergrad, getting some tender loving care. Oh, look, we got 2 farm fields going. That's wonderful. All right, guys. I will see you in the next episode, I hope. I hope you enjoyed this one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.